Yo. 420 Kids live direct in effect. Oklahoma City bound. The D-Town is going down. Got ID General and Knowledge is Key, Dirty Mac, and what's happening?
Yo, what's the business? What's the business?
Business.
Happy celebration of the Martin Luther King. We winding down on the Martin Luther King birthday, man. Big shout out there. What's the business, man? Showtime.
Big show.
Okay. Definitely.
Okay.
Showtime at the Apollo, man. What's happening?
Yeah.
So today's episode, we got Why Are Women Single in 2023, man. Just a couple of reasons off the flop. What you got for us, Knowledge, man?
Oh, yeah, man. I'll top. I said we got it before we go to that. Before we go into the trauma of why are so many women single, you know, it's like I say, we celebrated Martin Luther King birthday. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys, though. You know, we definitely represent Dallas, and they definitely handle their business. They got, you know, Tom Brady, the legend, got him up out of there. But on top of that, King Show, we had a conversation earlier this morning, man. You say you have somebody out there that you asked them, an 8-year-old. You asked them who was Martin Luther King. What response did you get?
He was a black man. He's a black. He's just a black man.
Man, is that crazy? Like, our youth go to school, and a man did risk his life that would be considered a martyr almost. He only gets remembered as being a color that he's not even that cut, like it's a fictional thing. So I'm saying, so now we talking about 2023. Why are women single? There are more women right now walking amongst us, especially here in what we call the Americas. More women are walking around than men are. So if they're not willing to accept, number one, a man probably having, he might have 2 or 3 wives or something like that if he's a fit or suitful man, because right now there's just not enough men to equal the amount of women that's out there. I mean, that's definitely one angle. We just looking at it. We're gonna touch many angles, but I don't know, man. One of y'all brothers jump in there, man. What y'all think about it?
I appreciate that insight, man. I think just a couple of reasons that women are single is because they've been sold a false narrative about men. A man is supposed to only have one woman. So they figure they put up with a man being in his natural state while being polygamous, it's being this false perception being portrayed about men. And women, they don't want to follow men due to her lack of structure in a man that she's seen coming up. The women been seeing the mama hold it down, the independent woman thing, you know what I mean? So striving to be an independent woman, that's probably the mentality of that, just being an independent woman. That's probably keeping them single in the jump streak, you know, because a lot of times women is just crazy, you know. They got too many expectations out of men. They want you to live up to some standard that they can't even live up to. He's got to have a career. He's got to have a house. He's got to have money. He's got to have good looking. Well, he's got to be in shape. He's got to, well, your expectations, I think they should at least put out at least 60% of the expectations. Some people want it all, and those type of people, you can't have it all of anything. So men and women, I think women have a lot of resources. A lot of women have good, successful careers, nice houses, and money. They have all the tools that you can use to be in a successful relationship, except the mentality. That's my little piece on it, man. What you think about it, ID General?
Let me see. First of all, a little bottle of rock on deck tonight.
Hey, yes, sir.
Kind of like KK was saying earlier.
Shout out to PD.
We celebrate the victory tonight, while we still hot. Women are single, I think, by choice, because I know women say their inbox is full of men. Men are always preying on them, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of them are single by choice. Some of them are scorned, some of them are hurt. Kind of what you said a minute ago, some of them have unrealistic standards that they look for in men. They want one man to have all these 10 different traits, and the man might only have 3 of them traits. So they go ahead and cancel them out. They try to, get different men. Women don't know what they want.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, hey man,
y'all want some Ciroc? Y'all good?
Hey, Ciroc.
Y'all good?
Okay. Bubbling.
Hey, sipping on some bubbly.
Y'all want some H2O? Your choice.
Appreciate that insight, man. King Show, man. Tell me about it, man. What's a couple of reasons women are single, and a couple of complaints that you got about women with you being a man in general, not just in a motherfucker's relationship, but just women in general?
I just think we gave them too much credit. Too much credit. I think we're gonna continue to give them too much credit. Cause what they got, shit, we powerful too. And that's this is what I think. I let them be them. If the ones for me. If the one's not for me, they want people with 10 different. They can't accept the 3. I 8. They still looking for the 10. You feel me? I'm gonna let them pass up their blessings. I mean, I can't. Women know what they want. Women know the energy. They know the vibrations. They just gave them too much credit.
Mm-hmm. I can dig that, man. I can dig that.
Hey, Show, let me ask you a question. What's one thing you look for in a woman?
Potential.
Can you love potential? Can you fall in love with potential?
Yeah, because you building that. You have potential in that. I believe in that person, so I'm putting my I believe she got potential about that already. If you already, what can that part? I'm using you. I don't want to use you. You feel me? What about
hey, man?
you, K? What about you, K? Key?
Hey, bro, I like the word you just used. Potential.
Yeah.
Potential. I like that. And then you said building after it. Big major props out to the boy Show. That boy say building and potential. When they seek LeBron James out in high school, you know what they seeked out? They seeked out his potential. Hey, man, they seeked out, and then they invested in it. So, amongst that, we spoke on value about men. When a man makes himself valuable, he's not going to bow down to a woman's expectations. He's going to lead the way. He's going to keep doing whatever he's doing, and eventually she going to follow or she going to fall off. You know what I'm saying? That's the realism of it. And it's not enough stand-up men that's going to exactly say that. And I mean, say that and actually live that. Now they going to say it, and they're going to be like, damn, baby mad at me, man. I can't You know, I can't go running this morning. You know, you're a world-class track athlete, but you can't go running in the morning. You know what I'm saying? No, she gonna get out there and run with you. The one that's for you is gonna get out there and run with you. Like, so when you look at the potential, you can see a potential in a person. But a lot of people look at a spouse. A lot of women look at their husband like he's expendable. They don't look at him like they father or they mother or they children. They children, they know shit. If I break up with this nigga, I still got my kids. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of that, a husband is technically supposed to be the same thing as a mother or a father. It's not something you should be able to bow out. Once you step over that broom and you cross that threshold with another person, y'all go from one dimension separate to another dimension together. So once you go over to that dimension together, there is no such thing as I'm mad at you today. I can't fuck with you. We're gonna get a divorce. If you can't divorce your kids or you can't divorce your mother or father, technically, if you marry a person or you consider that bond, you know, this divorce and all that kind of stuff shouldn't be an option mentally, but it shows you how broken down the system is. The fact that people can't interpret or intuit the type of communication that is obviously needed to be had. So, you know, I say potential, and what show just hit on, man, the potential and building process are major things that have a lot of, you know, back to what Jen and Dirty said, like also as well. The potential in building has a whole lot to do with the women making a choice and just saying, I'm single by choice. They single by choice. A lot of the men have given them nothing to really look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest about it. We're in 2023 and you got 30-year-old men who play video games every day when they're off work. Like, shit, I'm finna go get on the game or watch the game. You know, you hear about recessions. You hear about people losing this, losing that. Somebody died last week, passed out, all kind of shit. Just, it's not enough to eggs $8. Like, you know what I'm saying? What we can talk about it all. So while all of this stuff going on, we playing video games. You know what I'm saying? We still playing, and we supposed to be men. And you got family and kids and all kind of shit that you could be focused on, but you playing games every day. You know what I'm saying? So there's a realism that the women have to talk to the men and say the men got to man up too. It's not just a point the finger. We're gonna get on the women too as well, like, because yeah, they have a lot of hiccups and hangups that they need to get over too. They definitely need to get over themselves. They definitely need to. We need to start a bill 501. We need to get a committee to get rid of the toys. You know what I'm saying? The toys should be banned. But hey, from that point, man, somebody else pick up, man. Tell me what y'all think about it, brother.
All right, I appreciate that insight, brother, man. Like I said, a couple of reasons in my head why women are single. First off, they can get probably in it. It's plenty of men in their DMs want to do this, and that. Most likely want to have sex with them. You hear me? But most men don't want to be in a relationship with them. But they'll stick their thing in you and do all this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And sometimes you tell women what it is. Some people tell women whatever they want to hear just to get the draws, you know. And then some people be honest with them. So they have this narrative in their head where they think they're supposed to control the relationship. I see a lot of times the women be domesticating the men so much to where the men can't even come outside. Like, hey, baby, can I go play basketball? No, sit your ass down. Sit up, Pete. You hear me? That's why they be cool with the man playing the game, because at least he's in the house. But, you know, and then a lot of the time the women, this shit they got going, girls just want to have fun. Shit, I'm always bored. I always want to go somewhere and do something and spend money. You know, I want to go out. I want to travel. I want to shop. I want to, you know, goddamn. And then the goddamn in. Then something may mess up on the car. You know what I mean?
Look at that
rent. You know, we got all type of shit that's constantly with the women. It costs. It costs, man. That's the biggest thing too. To be in a relationship, that shit costs money. So you got insecure men who don't got no money. You hear me? So that's they trigger. You talking about money? You gonna trigger? They think they value. Hey, they think they gonna value. They think they gonna value people. You hear me?
Yeah.
They think they don't have any value if they don't have any money. A lot of men think like that. So that crashes their hard drive in being with the opposite sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't take care of a woman. No woman like to go out sometimes. Most of the time they like to go out. You hear me? You got very few women that just work hard. Like I'm working all these hours weekly. You hear me? And that's really about their paper. Because they mentality, they think a man's supposed to take care of them. But what you got for me, IDGN, man? You hear me? That's just my little insight on it, man. I think a lot of women is out of their mind and they expect too much out of a man or some unrealistic shit out of a man. Like looking up, sitting up with one woman. Is that the expectation of a woman in their man? Is that a realistic approach to society? It's no other culture has been like that. Maybe the homosexual has been controlling the narrative the whole time. And if you just on some woman hater, oh, I'm single, man. Fuck these women. Fuck. I'm thinking, hey man, you got some homosexual tendencies or something. You know, we codepend on each other for survival. That's my little piece, man. You hear me?
Right.
Shit. That's it's
Right.
it's too crazy, man. It's crazy. The relationship shit is out of control. And they want to be the boss. They is the boss though. Oh shit. That's crazy.
A lot of times, sometimes men, we gotta make them feel like they let them think they're the boss and just don't even pay that petty stuff no mind. And women have to understand it's the difference between a man wanting you and a man that want to cut you in a sexual way. It's two different things. And women have to be able to decipher, like we were saying the other day on the other show, men be lying to get what they want, or men withhold information to get what they want, instead of just being truthful up front. Because when you truthful up front, things gonna go how they gonna go, because a woman can decide or a man can decide, okay, how far I want to go with this. Now, if we get deep in a relationship and I was a player from the beginning, then you know what it was. Now, if I come in as a simp, you got to finish as a simp. If I come in pimping, you can finish pimping. If you however you come in is how you gonna finish. You come in paying, you gonna finish paying.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest complaints I have about women sometimes, I feel like women don't always listen to a man because they don't understand what a man goes through. It's a lot of pressure being a man. I have to be the strong guy all the time. I got to make sure everything's in order. I gotta build something. I gotta have a wrench. I gotta have a bolt to put something together. I gotta be able to change the oil, change the tire.
Take care of you.
There's so many things that men endure. A lot of times men, we cry in the dark, and women don't really understand the struggle of men. Sometimes I come home, I shouldn't have to ask for a massage. Just put your hand in the right spot. You'd be surprised how they go a long way. And a lot of times women think, oh, I can cook. Sometimes cooking ain't what that is all the time. There's a lot of microwave mamas out here. I don't want your cooking. I don't even want a bottle of water from you. A lot of times. But it's just little things that, women can, have an ear sometime and just sometimes just be quiet. Let me come home, don't say anything. Just let me wind down. Give me my space. Vice versa, I'm gonna give you your space. Because, men, we have to be Superman all the time. We can never be Clark Kent. We can never take off. Every day is a long, long, long grind. Anytime you come up short,
man. Yeah, have a
go ahead.
Have a wonderful show, man.
You too.
Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you.
Really?
Yeah, that shit ain't going. I know that. Yeah,
but yeah, I could go on and on and on and on and on. But
yeah, I'm gonna start running.
Women just
gotta. Yeah, real shit. It's like the last song, like the hottest song of last year to me was by Summer Walker and SZA. They say, I just wanna fuck, get drunk, take drugs. Oh yeah, it would be no love. You know what I mean? That was the hottest song last year to me. What if a man made that shit?
They'll say,
can a man tell a woman that shit?
No, but think about that though. When you talk about SZA and Summer Walker, 9 times out of 10, they got a man ghostwriting their lyrics.
I said a man wrote it though, but I bet a man wrote it. But can a man be honest with the woman like that? I just want to fuck.
I think so.
Yes, very much.
I think so because a lot of times we women will say that, but that's a feeling they have in that moment. But tomorrow they might not feel that way. So you try to pop the same game tomorrow. They're like, no, I don't want none of that. They like withdraw, and men don't understand what's going on. Women do everything based on emotion and feelings. That's how they felt that day, that moment. Tomorrow they might want you to make love, or they might want you to whatever. Women don't know what they want.
Yeah, real shit. I can dig that.
You know,
bet that. Yo, hey, to compound on what you just said, to compound on that, women don't know what they want. Women don't know what they want, and men don't know what they want because both have for the most part, been served an imbalance in society, a total imbalance. The women have not had a father figure, so the majority of their first relationships either start off from what Dirty just spoke on, either money, sex, or drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Majority of their relationships started off with money, sex, or drugs. They meet a dude take advantage of them for sex. They looking at the dude like, I really like him while I'm in high school. He thinking about screwing her and his friends being under the bed and they jumping on her after he get through. You know, this is how high school boys think for real. You know, but nobody, the fathers are not there to be honest with their daughters. You know, the mama's attempting to do the best that she can. Is not her fault totally that a family's being ripped apart. She might be able to do better with after the situation doesn't work. She can still find an equilibrium of dealing with the youth better than through the system. You know, if that's one thing I think women could work on is if it doesn't work out, don't follow the word toxic. I'm a toxic person to the point to where you put your kids in acid. You know, you let them fall through the acid because of your toxicity. Like, and you know, and they're raising the men. Like, how does a woman raise a man? Like, if a woman say, you're not no real man, how does a woman really know what a real man is? You know what I'm saying? How many mothers have actually pulled out their penis and stood up while they was pissing? Like, so, you know, until you able to do that, how do you teach your son, this is how you stand up to pee? Hey, son, come stand right here. Shake it like this, squeeze it out. You know, you can't do that. And you shouldn't be able to do that because it takes a balance. It takes a seed going into soil and water to create a plant's life. Like, everything has a duality. So we going into this whole thing, not going from a cellular makeup. And not all mamas do play the role of trying to be, I'm mama and daddy. Like, you only hear women say, I'm mama and daddy. You'll never hear a man say, I'm mama and daddy.
Well, they got the kids technically. So you know, when they say that, they say they playing both roles, because that be why the woman have higher value in the African American family than the man, because mom has, at least she's there with the kids through the ups, the downs, the good, bad, the ugly. Yeah. The mom is there.
But she get blamed for a lot during that time. Anything bad that happens, anything that bad happens with the kids, a mother kid can be a serial killer, and she's still gonna say, I love my baby. Like, I don't think he did it. And she can know damn well he been exhibiting all the behavior of a serial killer since a kid. She's still gonna love her child. The father more so is not gonna really get blamed for what bad ends up taking place with the child, because they are left there in the care of the mother. Meanwhile, the mother's not even there. She's at work trying to handle this and this and that. and the schools are really training their mind and putting them around the things that's developing their mind and culture. But you know, bro, it's a long story. So you know, when we get to talking about why the women are single, there's several different reasons, but I think one of the main reasons is they were no longer protected. Like no longer protection for the women, and the men, they have raised men to be like women, so they definitely couldn't be the ones to be there and protect them. Yeah, most definitely.
And then, like I said, I think the women is single most off. The first main reason why women are single is because the systematic planned annihilation, the genocide within the system. With you coming up an African American family, I come up on food stamps. How many of y'all come up on food stamps? Raise your hand. You hear me? So you know what I mean? That's the system. So they give the woman.
I didn't get food stamps. Free lunch.
You didn't get free lunch.
I didn't get neither one of them.
Oh, there you go.
No, my mom was an accountant. She makes much. My mom was an accountant. She makes too much money. She didn't get none of that.
There you go. Well, most families grow up like that. So the woman, she gonna get the crib. She gonna get the housing authority. She gonna get the food stamps. She gonna get the free insurance for the kid, all on the stipulation that the man can't be there. So that's going to disrupt African American union. This systematic planned annihilation. So we be pointing the finger at the man, at the woman. I personally talk to the woman because they in position. 7 out of 10 African American families is single parent families. So the mother is there. So mom has a higher position than dad. So that's why I speak to the women, because this is still how it's growing up. Most dads not there with their kids. And
out of all of us, bro, you kind of really had this situation. So I have to ask you, like, you coming up, did your mama get child support or any of that kind of stuff for you? I heard you say she accounting, but it kind of looked to me growing up like she was doing it on her own, though. Like, did she get any type of support, or was that just her?
No, it was just her. I was her support, like as far as like helping out around the house, like babysitting my sisters or whatever. But now she made too much as an accountant. So when you make too much, you don't qualify for food stamps like that. But the fact that she's a single mom with nobody in the house, when you paying for food with cash, they ain't like swiping that card or them stamps. That's two different things.
Yeah. Real tough.
So because when you paying with cash, you appreciate the food more. If that makes sense. We didn't qualify for Section 8. She was paying $700, $800, $900 back then for rent.
Yeah.
So back then that was a lot of money for rent.
Yeah.
And like you said, it was one person paying, so that one person was like equal to two people. So but now she went. But like I said, my mom went to one job, left that job, going to another job. On the weekend, we're going to another job, and on Sunday she rests a little bit. She rests a little bit. We was cooking hamburger helper, ramen noodles, popping popcorn, eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast.
Yeah.
And every now and then you got to go to McDonald's. If you got to go to Chick-fil-A, that was luxury.
Yeah.
Still grow up in a single parent family. That's still a single parent family.
Just eating a banana, you appreciate a banana back then more than you do now. Like, I got tired of Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see no more Frosted Flakes.
Yeah. That's why I say they leave the flake like a freestyle.
Well, no, like our kids, they get a choice. We didn't get a choice. Whatever she had, what you got, that's what you're gonna have. Like if she bought Frosted Flakes, that's what you're gonna eat, or you won't eat it all. Our kids you got 10 boxes of cereal on the refrigerator, on top of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
They get a choice. We didn't get that.
Say mine working 3 jobs.
Yeah, bro. Shining light. Shining light to Miss Lois Davis, bro. Gone, never ever forgotten. Like, yeah, she definitely here with us, bro. It's one of the best human beings I ever knew in my lifetime. Hey, can I tell the world right here on what you spoke on, bro? Me and you had a moment. We had a moment like supernatural. A lot of people don't believe in supernaturals or just things happening, bro. But through things we talking about, women being single. Your mama was one of the single people that I knew growing up. I really never seen a man around, man. It was just her handling, like, and even in her most trying days, I seen her still being strong for the people she could be strong for. I still seen this. So The day she passed, man, I live in the same apartments that your mama stay in. You come knock on my door, bro. I come stand out on the porch, and you say, "Yeah, man, my mama, she gone, bro. It's like she passed." Bro, I could say what happened that day, but it's like, if you confirmed it, it was a white bird, bro, something that flew over us, bro. It was bigger than any bird I kind of ever seen. Like it was something else to show people, like something else different in the world. I mean, you fresh off of a million views on Facebook. It's a lot of things where people not getting their flowers where they hear people not, because people not looking at life correctly. Like, you know what I'm saying? A person feel like they going through something, everything is bad, but they don't see all the great things in their life. They only see the negativity that is consuming them, or they caught in now, because you can go find negativity. You can pick up your phone and go put a fights in YouTube and go find it. What this person said about this person that you don't know nothing about, you'll never read them. Who you gonna vote for? Trump or Biden? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what they do in their households, how they operate, but this is the frequency that people are really on. So this is why I be happy with it, man. Once you can do and talk about the real, and it's not no soft feelings, no nothing like that, because we man, what we really look at it like iron sharpens iron. Like iron sharp. So when somebody call out your faults or say something to you, you'll be able to respond to them in a just manner because you're not triggered. I expect women to get triggered by what you say to them. They ran by the moon. They have moon cycles. So yes, a woman has a cycle every 30 days. Like, unless she gets something happens with her reproductive system or something like that, she'll have cycles. So you expect a woman to be like, so sometime, man, you see a woman bugging and tripping, you're like, oh man, her period getting close. I'm just gonna let her talk, bro. I'm not gonna even respond to what she's talking about. Like, you're looking for the peace, but you will learn to read people or ignore such, to where a man shouldn't be beefing with a woman. Like, they shouldn't be. So in 2023, I can see how a lot of women would be single because of their own thinking, the man's thinking, and universally how this planet is thinking together. But yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. Catch in.
Yeah, man. It's the freestyle to keep it. Just get on the freestyle session to where niggas, keep everybody engaging. You know, so shit, man. Like I say, a couple of reasons. I've been dealing with some shit with a crazy ass one of my exes. Motherfucker just walk up, bust me in the mouth, kicking on my she making up some type of bullshit reason. Move the fuck on. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers just make any type of reason for them to keep on continuing with their bullshit. They know they're doing some bullshit, but keep justifying the reason why they doing it. And I'm like, I'm on parole. I'm trying to get crazy people out of my life, problem seekers, motherfuckers who intentionally trying to piss me off. I know my mental health is, man, I try to stay out the way, be walking on eggshells, but so that's why you definitely don't want no crazy ass woman. You hear me? Because and men, everybody tender dicking to the point to where we justify anything they doing. You hear me? Motherfucker can't even talk. Motherfucker can't even do a podcast. Motherfucker can't talk on the phone. Can't go out. You can't hang out with other men. Other men is your networking system. The women on some pimping shit right now. You hear me? That's why they like the warden. They think you supposed to pay. You hear me? For real. This is real shit talking. You supposed to pay for their shit. They expensive. Everything on you. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard to deal with a woman right now. So, or anybody who's self-centered. You see who trying to get people to work together and shit. You know what I mean? So you got to shake them people out the motherfucking box. That's just my little piece, though. You know, hey, man. So in closing, man, I think women is single first off because the system. Then second off, because their mentalities and they expect too much out of men. That's why they always shaking you down. In closing.
Jen, what you got on it, brother? Oh, he got
nobody exempt from problems, and you got negative things, you got positive things, but overall, this world is a beautiful place. It's just all about perspective and how you see things. Just think about it. we able to be online, looking at each other, doing a podcast in front of whatever audience that wants to chime in. I couldn't do this when I was coming up. You know, I mean, there's so many great things we overlook. I mean, this ain't cost me anything to do this, just to speak my opinion. So just everybody look at things, you know, from a different perspective, man. Like, what we mad for? I mean, you got a cell phone in your hand. I mean, you could pick your cell phone up and do many, many things with it if you just figure out what you're trying to do or where you're trying to go. Like I said, once upon a time, like we had to like you're like 100 minutes on your cell phone. Call me after 7 o'clock. I went through that era. I went through the pager era where I paid $9.99 for 3 months to keep my pager on. You know, I had call ID. You know, I had star 69. I come from that era. You know, where you had to press the CD up, you had to go state for state, you had to go rock for rock. You know, the young guys, they have a shorter route to the money that we didn't have, and I ain't mad at them. You know, but it's beauty in everything. I mean, think about it. I mean, we buying bottles of water. Once upon a time, you couldn't pay me to buy no water. We buying water, man. But anyway, go ahead. Sound good?
Hey, bro. I gotta say, shout out, brother Bubba Good, Carla Davis, Rochelle, everybody that's been here live with us, popping. Most definitely. Make sure y'all tune in, like, share, subscribe. Make sure we start having these conversations universal, because we're giving y'all like the raw, uncut version of us for real. Like, it take a lot of energy and realness and healness also with us just to even have these conversations and discussions. So, you know what I'm saying? My closing statement: why are women single in 2023? You know, what I could tell women, what I could tell them: learn and love the greatest version of yourself. I'm going to say this: you can't love nobody until you love yourself. Like, period, point blank. Women are single because they have to remember that they can actually birth life. Their stomach becomes the same shape as the planet Earth. You know, when they give birth, their stomach becomes the same shape as the planet Earth before they give birth. So there's a lot of power in between that. There's a lot of power in between your legs. There's a lot of power in between a man's leg. He just forgot what it was because he's been learning from a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, a man will get mad. We spoke on this the other day, and it stuck out to Jen. He said, that is crazy. A man to get mad at his girl, they have an argument, and he'll say, man, I'm finna go get some coochie from somewhere else. Yeah, that's definitely something a woman would do. You mess with my man, I'm gonna scratch your car up. You know what I'm saying? When you get out, I'm gonna take a razor and carve my name and bitch and you mother. I'm gonna do all this on your car. That is something a woman to do. A man not supposed to be emotional to where he's arguing with a female. Now he's like, oh, I need to go bang 20 other women because I had to argue with you. You know, it's a female trait. So, you know, in 2023,
you know what's funny?
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What's up, God? What's popping?
Like your woman could be so mad at you, right? She'll scratch the car that y'all share and tear up the car that y'all share every day. Tear the motherfucker up.
She tear everything up. She set it on fire. For real.
That's crazy.
She set it on fire. Yeah, man. But in closing, y'all have a wonderful night, man. And enjoy yourself. Yeah, we back at y'all. The Cowboys won tonight. Martin Luther King, happy solar return. You still here, gone, not forgotten. You know, we'll do a little libation for you, brother. And
appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all could have been here anywhere else, but y'all pull up and y'all fuck with.